Hey, what's up? My name is Henry. I'm an engineer, a stock investor, real estate investor out of San Francisco. And today I'm going to be reacting to why we make bad decisions about money. And this is from Big Think. So I want to know why. What is the reason? So I had to grow up a long time ago and figure out that, hey, money is nice to spend now, but you really have to think about the future and really put yourself in position and to save and invest and to do all the right things, have the right mindset. That's where I'm coming from. So I want to see what they have to say about this one. So let's get into it.
People are not fully rational, and they make many choices that if they reflected upon them, they would do differently. There's no question about that. And we have a fair understanding, actually, of what is happening. At least at the individual level, my sense is that we have explored a lot of what is happening. I wouldn't say there's going to be no further progress, but we've explored a lot. The major tendencies, well, the major tendencies to people tend to frame things very narrowly. They take a narrow view of decision making. They look at the problem at hand and they deal with it as if it were the only problem. Very frequently, it's a better idea to look at problems as they will recur throughout your life. And then
Now that's what I'm talking about. Because if we're so narrow-minded and just worrying about the problems of today, living for today, just enjoying ourselves today, and this might seem like we're comfortable, we can live this lifestyle, or we can do the things we want to do with our money, but you're not looking 30 years out. Dude, when you want to retire, what is that life going to look like? Just look a little further, and I think you'll start making like some big changes. You'll start doing things differently. So let's see.
Then you look at the policy that you ought to adopt for a class of problems. Difficult to do would be a better thing. People frame things narrowly in the sense, for example, that they will save and borrow at the same time instead of somehow treating their whole portfolio of assets as one thing. If people were able to take a broader view, they would.
Trying to save and borrow, get into debt at the same time, yeah, you're not going anywhere.
In general, make better decisions. So that is certainly one of the weaknesses of human decision making. We call it narrow framing. Mental accounting, is a big deal. This is the way that we live. So we keep our money in different mental accounts for which we have different rules. So people well, of course, they spend their spending money. But then there is a hierarchy of the accounts that they will touch. They will spend money that they've stored for vacation quite often before they will spend whatever they're thinking of as savings for their children's education. So those are mental accounts for which people have different rules.
That's true. Trying to go for a vacation.
More
before you save for your
foolishly, this
kids.
is pretty sensible because mental accounting is a tool of self-control. But more foolishly, investors tend to view each stock that they buy as a mental account, and they want to sell it when it is a winner. And so they tend to sell their winners and to hang on to their losers in their.
Wow, that's dipping into other stuff. So if you're talking about stocks, and people like to focus on that as one like account and put that focus on it and look at, hey, how much it won, or, how much is gained, and then sell it and think about when to sell it, to lock in your gains. And yeah, if you're losing and you keep staring at it and you're losing and you're like, oh no, it's going to come back, that makes sense.
Portfolio, and that turns out to make them substantially poorer than if they had done things differently.
Yep, doesn't work.
You need to be numerate for certain kinds of decisions, so numerate people have a significant advantage over those who are not. Understanding compound interest makes a huge difference whether you're a credit card borrower or somebody with saving. People have a very hazy idea of compound interest, and it's
got to understand that compound interest and how it works and how it will benefit you and how amazing it is, amazing it can be for you. So that's true. If you don't really understand that, or you have a hazy understanding of that, yeah, that's not going to give you a lot of confidence to really buy in and do what it takes to get you where we want to go.
It's very detrimental. So I would say that, first of all, you need to be numerate, but many people are. Then you need to frame things broadly. I mean, it frequently goes with numeracy, but it's not quite the same thing. And then, by taking the broad view, it is very important not to have overly strong emotional reactions to events. And what I mean by that is that most of us tend to respond to gains and to losses, to changes that happen in our life. Actually, you're better off if you frame things broadly and you think you win.
You know, if you understand there's ups and downs, and you win some, you lose some, and as long as you can keep investing and making good decisions over time and just keep building it up, you know you're going to be getting the right direction. You know it works. Then you don't really have to react to any big moves or any kind of moves at any time. You just find those deals, put your money in it, and then just hold on for dear life, and then you're set. These are really important topics for people to understand. So I really liked it. All right, let me know what you think about this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.